Hello fellas, how are you doing? I'm making this video because I want us to unstack the meta. But before starting, I would like to say that this is my first video ever in YouTube and I'm recording it on my laptop. I don't have my proper microphone here and I'm going to use this headset as microphone, so my sound quality and overall video quality is going to be pretty shitty. Apologies about that. I hope that you can follow my video properly and at least understand what I'm saying so that you can get a grasp of how this deck is played. So before going on to a gameplay, I want to provide a little bit of context. So what happened? About a month ago, they released the last patch of the last game mode, which changed a lot of things, but basically the main changes were the Inferno buff, which converted Inferno damage from being flat and energy damage to percentual health through damage, and in a massively overpowered fashion. I mean, Inferno was ridiculous. This is why everyone started playing Ramfire, right? But not only because of that, because Ramfire itself became very strong, because the other change that they made was they changed the energy constant. So basically what this allowed is for Illuvials to gain energy twice as fast, not only from the output damage but also from the input. So dealing and receiving damage enabled energy gain twice as fast. So this made Ramfire a monster, because Ramfire is a unit that is designed to jump onto the enemy backline and cast their Omega and kill all the squishy targets and weaken the tanks, but not one-shot them. But with the changes they made Ramfire extremely effective, not only versus squishy targets, but also versus tanks, because once he casts, he starts melting tanks because of Inferno, right? And then if you have a unit that is extremely effective versus all type of mechanisms that you may have to counter it, what you do is you want to kill it fast, right? Before it can cast. But with the change on the energy constant, if you start focusing around fire, he's going to gain energy so fast that he's going to cast regardless. And with the right omens, even if you are focusing it with all your team, he's going to cast anyway, and then he's going to get all his health back because there is a cluster of units targeting him. So he's going to get all his health back, he's going to damage all your units, he's going to proc Inferno, he's going to become also untargetable because most of the units are melee AA type. He gets airborne when casting and the other units will start targeting something else. So he will come back with full health and no one will be targeting it. So yeah, you're pretty much fucked. And once people realized this, everyone started playing Ramfire, and after a few iterations they started playing it with Revenant, because Revenant is a composite that is very polarizing and synergizes very well with Ramfire, because Ramfire kills a lot, Revenant procs shields, they protect Ramfire, and so on. And I say polarizing because not only in a mirror match, but in the mirror match is the clearest example. So in a mirror match, the unit that dies first is gonna trigger a massive wave of shields for the enemy team that will allow the enemy team to keep on killing without their dying. So there will be a player proccing all the time Revenant shields, and the other one won't be proccing shields, because since the enemy units are shielded, they won't be killing anyone. So what you get is that you not only win the round, but you win the round with a lot of units alive, and you're going to be taking a lot of HP from the player. So this is why it's so polarizing and a little bit unfun to play, in my opinion. What happened with the new game mode, which is mostly great, it's a great step towards what we want if we want to become mainstream. They did also some tweaks here and there in terms of balance, and they nerfed Inferno, which was a very important nerf. And with this nerf, Colossus type of units and general tanks are not that weak against Inferno, therefore you can play them. So this is what this deck is all about. The idea of the deck that I have created to beat the Rampire Revenant, or in general rock decks, which are extremely strong these days and everyone is playing them, is that you play tanks that won't die that easy to the rogues, and therefore they won't be getting shields from Revenant, and this way your units will be able to slowly but surely kill rocks, because rocks without shields are not that tanky. I mean, they are a glass cannon type of unit, so they should die pretty quickly to anything. Even your Colossus units will kill them slowly but surely. Okay, so we have found a match versus Sentu, and he's playing the usual suspects. Yes. Well, there are some variants here that I don't get. I think he's also running the Enchanter thing and probably Enchanter Dust, but hopefully this guy is going to play what I want him to play, which is the usual. And the usual is starting with Ramsey, Air and Fire Volante, and then you bond your Ranger to Ramsey, so you have 3 Fire and a 4 Rogue. Another classical opening that Web3 Gaming TV put to fashion was it's starting with 3 air, and then instead of going Inferno you go with Dust, Revenant, Slayer, and you play with the Rat line and the Dash line as Slayers. Let's see what this guy is going to play, because is he running? No, he's not running Dash, so yes, looks like yes, he's starting with the usual 3 fire forward. And we're playing 3 earth because we get hyper. As you can see, it's important how I place the units here, because if you place them here in the corner, most likely the enemy rogues won't be focusing all at the same target. So what you're doing here essentially is that you are allowing your bulwarks to get hyper and to become massively resistant. So as you can see, this Ramsey Omega barely did anything, and we won the first round, which is very important, because I'm not going to lie, this deck will allow you to win consistently, but you will suffer a bit, especially if your placing is not optimal, because round 2 is for them, right? I mean, what are we going to do in this round 2? We're going to place Fern here in the other corner, and then we're going to place and upgrade our boy, because now we're going to switch the Ranger to Fighter Nature. We're going to bond him with Fern so that we have 1 Templar. We're going to upgrade Fern on the next round, but I think it's much better if you upgrade Twine, because you upgrade to Twine Cling, because then you have Verdant and yeah, 2 Verdant is stronger than 2 Templar rounds. So you go with this setup, which is my classical no-brain setup, and most likely we will lose this round. This is most of the time what happens, but we are slowly but surely getting our comms stronger. Oh, by the way, I didn't use my augments here, but not that this one I want to use right now, because I want to put it on laser, but this one would have been great. Never mind. So this guy's placement was a bit strange, and this will allow us to kill some of his units, and maybe even we can steal a win, because we have the bulwarks in hyper mode. So yeah, we're winning this round, which is great. Don't get used to this. I mean, with proper placing, you will lose this round 95% of the time. Which I wish we had lost, because this way you would have seen more of the deck, but it's going to be fine. Yeah, we'll go with this. And now what we're going to do is we're gonna upgrade the Fern to Fernite before we unlock Templar, and then we will put it on this corner because we want to put it as safe as possible from Ramfire casts, which they are coming. I mean, I think he's going to get Ramfire right now, so double upgrade on Ramfire. So I'm playing the usual route with this deck. So now what you do is you set up for Mystic. You don't have enough Ascension tokens for Mystic, but the next round we will get Mystic here with Geyser stage 3, and then we will set up the Colossus for round 5. So yeah, this is the setup, right? Maybe what you can do is, expecting some type of empath on the backline, you can put the Ranger here up front. And now, what you get if he doesn't swap positions is that your Templar and Geyser and Apon are gathering Hyper slowly but surely. And this guy is increasing their resistance stats slowly also. This round is usually also lost. Hopefully we lose this one actually, because this way we will get to further stages in the game. Yes, I think this one is lost, right? Yeah. That's good. Amazing how a lesser Broke is tanking Ronfire, Vermilier, the Ranger and 2 Inferno procs at the same time, just because he's Hyper. And Hyper right now, guys, you got aim for Hyper because Hyper you need to activate the distance. For some reason we won this, it doesn't make any sense, but yeah, we did. We're getting shitty augments this game, but it's fine because you don't rely that much on augments. I mean, this comp is so effective versus their comp that you don't rely on augments. Yeah, I'm going for this. And yeah, it's time to start placing augments because I haven't been placing augments at all. This is not how you play the game, right? But sorry, I'm speaking since I cannot do 2 things at the same time. This one became pretty good because 3 million stars gain energy. Okay, I'm going to use this on fine. And now what we do is we upgrade and we set up for Colossus, because next round with 2 Ascension tokens this becomes Titan or this becomes Gnarl, and then we have 2 Colossus, which will make them very tanky, and of course we get Mystic. And also we place these 2 little guys. This way we can unlock Bulwark and 5 Bulwark, that's giving a lot of resistances, and 3 water for more spam. And this is more or less the perfect state of this team. And all we have to do from here is keep on upgrading our units. So you will see that if everything goes according to plan, we should win this pretty hard. Now our Titaner is going to have a perfect Omega. He's going to get Hyper. Fortunately, we'll make it strong enough not to die so quick. Yeah, he died. So this is not looking great, to be honest. But remember that we have this cluster here. This cluster is so annoying because if at least one of the units get a Hyper Empath, they're gonna become so strong on the overtime because they will be healing non-stop. And they have massive resistances, as you can see, because during all the fight the Templar Revenant has been staking stats, but it's not going to be enough, and this one is for me. Okay, so yes, now that we will have 2 Colossus, from this moment onwards, we are in very good shape. It's not that we are invincible, but we are very strong. And I'm going to actually place this here because I don't want to proc this thing. Here what you can do, besides from making your ranger stronger, you can move a little bit, and usually if you have been winning this round hard, they will swap positioning and you will do the same, but since he like won last round, I don't think this guy is going to invest the resources on moving his team, so we will put it like this. We're going to bet that he won't move. We should be winning. I mean, we should be winning pretty hard. Maybe we even kill him in this round if everything goes well. Notice though that he has this omen, which is extremely strong. This is one of the best omens in the entire game right now, in my opinion. And he's dealing a lot of damage to my Titanor. But still, as you can see, Titanor is not dying that fast. Fire is going to be dying soon. And yeah, I mean, even though we got shitty omens and he got very strong omens, this one is for us. I mean, we have 2 hyper units on overtime, this one makes sense. Okay, interesting. So since he got very good omens, we will get into further stages of the game and you will see the entire evolution of the deck. So now, I think we could go, it doesn't even matter really. I think I'll go like this because I don't want him to get any omens. Okay. So now we're going to swap because most likely he will. So we're going to put this here. This way we're gonna to kill Alarius first. Then we're gonna make this guy Colossus as well. And I think I'll put this on first. And no. I'll put it like this. Let's go with this composition. So I think he's gonna migrate all his units over this side. I'm a bit scared of this thing because it's very good against Titan or Null, but it's what it is. This is beautiful of this new game mode that omens provide such game variability. But sometimes it can be triggering because arguments have the capacity to single-handedly lose you the game. I hope they implement a system that arguments are provide randomness but not in such an effective fashion, or that you reduce the randomness of arguments. So this is a pretty good setup, although I'm a bit scared because yeah, the ranger is already went to open, and he, as you can see, Ranger is destroying Adorius. Ranger with fighter weapon cannot be overlooked, and he's very strong. Uh-oh. See how much tankiness Titanor provides to the team. He's tanking 5 units for the entire fight. I mean, I'm in love with Titanor. Every time he casts, he gets so much damage reduction. And now, I think his cast provides 40% damage reduction plus hyper another 40%. So it can get up to 80% damage reduction, which is a lot of damage reduction. Now we get this shit, right? A bit late, but better late than never. So what can we do here? We can unlock Tsunami, which would be interesting. Yes, I think I'll do this. We can either unlock Tsunami or go for Blazing. I'm going to switch again, because I think there are high chances that he will do so. But in case he doesn't, I'm going to put some contingencies. And these contingencies are going to be now here with these augments. I'm going to put this like that. And yes, I think we're good to go. I don't think he's going to change. Well, probably he will. Never mind. I'm going to put it like that. I mean, at this point we are very strong. I mean, as long as he doesn't get perfect positioning, we should be good. Fortunately, this game is being pretty long, so you can see most of the deck. Look how much mastery points I have unused. This is an issue that needs to be worked out, because there is a misalignment with the supply and demand curve of MP. Since you don't have enough ascension tokens and you cannot ascend, you can use your entire MP. So our ranger is skilling the mystic, and it's very important the job that your ranger is doing, because if you kill, once you have killed all the mystics, he's left with nothing more than drones that are getting hit against the wall with their colossus. So they will slowly but surely get dropped down. I mean, if rocks have no healing and no shielding, none of my units died here. I think only died Axodon at the beginning of the fight. So no shields, and these rocks without shields and without mystic units to heal them have nothing to do. So as you can see, we won, and we won despite having shitty augments and him having perfect augments to counter me. So as you can see, this deck is super reliable. As long as you play like I did, you're going to win 95% of the matches versus this type of decks. Also, I'll say that this deck has clear counters that it's up to you to discover, but I hope that with this hint that I'm giving you guys, you will start playing this. The guys that will be playing Ramfire Revenant will stop playing so, because they will see that they will be losing against you all of the time. So this way we cycle the meta a little bit, we get new comps, we start to squeeze our brains a little bit and think of new matchups, because it was long overdue to get a cycle in the meta. A month with the same type of decks and mirrors is not healthy, and hopefully this helps you guys. So thank you very much for watching. I know the experience is not going to be great, But hey, at least we have this, right? So thanks again, and I will be posting this tomorrow after the tournament. I hope that I make a good job in the tournament. All right, see you. Bye bye.